Why do you come to ITF?
Why do I come to ITF? Do I come again to ITF? Because I like the previous editions, and because obviously we think that rail can be the backbone of a new transportation mix, which means that it has to work with the other modes in very good intelligence and complementarity. And this year is precisely the theme of inclusive transport. So I think we have a role to play in conjunction with our colleagues.
Rail is obviously one of the most inclusive of transports, but can it be a green transportation?
Well, it is already. Why do you say can it be? It is. 25% of all CO2 emissions come from transport, but only 1 or 2% come from rail, which doesn't mean that we don't want to be greener. And we do a lot of efforts with our members. We signed a pledge to reduce by 50% CO2 emissions, energy consumption, and to try with the right political support to shift cargo or passengers from road to rail where it is pertinent.
You say that you come here regularly. What role does ITF play in the development of transportation?
Well, ITF has a transverse vision on all actors of the sectors. So the vision is interesting because they look forward. The transversality is interesting because then actually you can work and discuss with your fellow colleagues. And at the same time, ITF is part of OECD. UIC is working with OECD a lot, and a number of their agencies precisely on statistics, on energy, or on other issues. So we are very happy to be a good partner of ITF, should I say.
What do you hope will come out of this year's forum? What would you like to see come from this year's forum?
The title this year has a number of words: green, renewal, infrastructure, and inclusive. So I think a little must come from some of these 4 words. First, infrastructure is the key. Whatever you do, there is no transport, there is no economy if you don't have a good infrastructure. So that is important. This needs investment, either to build or to renew. And we discussed a lot on a number of interesting ideas for investment. And probably the fact that green is coming in the picture is bringing new ideas. I would say something which is linked to climate resilience. It is very virtuous to reduce CO2 emissions. You make a lot of savings compared to life as usual. These savings should be considered as anticipated investments, and therefore you become more and more green, so greener. Inclusive, I just answered actually that we consider rail with all its advantages as a backbone, but not as the alpha and omega. So we have to work with the others in an inclusive manner with a good and proper management of interfaces. So I think that each of these 4 words should bring a little bit of something in the puzzle.